If you can follow this one rule, then you will be able to drastically improve your self-image. The most effective way to build a sense of your own value is to do the things that you say you are going to do. If you don't do the things that you say you're going to do, subconsciously the message that you're giving yourself is that you are not worth committing to and showing up for. You are putting whatever it is that you're doing instead at a higher priority than you. So if you aren't exercising regularly, if you've said, I am going to exercise, I'm going to make sure that I go out for a walk every day this week, and you aren't doing that, you're saying my health, my mental health, my physical health, my health in the short term and the long term, my body as a whole isn't worth investing in, it's not worth me spending the time looking after it. And consistently not showing up for yourself really slowly starts to chip away at your self-image. It might not do too much, for the first day or the second day, but over time, the value that you perceive yourself to have will diminish because you are not valuing yourself. And it really is a form of neglect. And I have said it before that the short-term pleasure that we choose of however it is that you choose to distract yourself from the things you say you're going to do is actually long-term suffering. So it feels good in the short term, but over time you are just perpetuating your suffering by not looking after yourself and delivering on the promises that you had committed to. And something I have been very aware of recently is just how much I am snoozing my alarm in the mornings. During the summer when it's really light, I will spring out of bed when my alarm goes off at 6, and it might just be that I want to enjoy a cup of tea while it's quiet and nobody else is up and about yet, or I might read a book or do some exercise or even head out for a walk because it's already light. But in the winter it is such a different story, and it's cold out and I don't want to get out of bed, so I will just keep snoozing my alarm. But by snoozing the alarm, I'm not allowing myself any time to do these things that really help to set me up for the day. They make me feel good. They just create a bit of headspace in my day for me to wake up and sort of, get to grips with things before I rush into answering emails and checking messages and all of those kinds of things. And so when I'm snoozing my alarm, I am missing out on that. I am showing myself that, sure, in the short term, that extra sleep and staying warm and cozy might feel really good, but actually I'm starting my day on the wrong foot then, because I'm getting up and I'm already slightly behind on where I want to be, and I am not setting myself up for the day in the best way possible. So it actually has a knock-on effect throughout my whole day. And all I need to do to change that is just to start showing up for myself and actually start getting up when I had planned to. And this is obviously really important for you to be prioritizing yourself, not only for you because of the benefits that brings you, but also because if you don't prioritize yourself and you don't see yourself as valuable enough and worthy of being prioritized, then other people pick up on that energy too. It's actually something that is broadcast out to others. So everything really comes from you first, and you teach people how to treat you and how to interact with you and what your standards are by the standards that you hold yourself to. So if you aren't seeing your value and the need to show up for yourself and do these things that you say you're going to, then other people won't see your value either. And that can have knock-on implications in your relationships and people prioritizing you. It can have knock-on impacts at work and, people seeing that you're worth investing in. They'll be less likely to want to support you. And this won't be a conscious thing that they're doing, but they're just subconsciously picking up on this energy that you're not valuing yourself. So they don't really see the need to do that either. And what I have also found when I am thinking about this and thinking about what I'm committing to is that it also requires being really intentional about what I am committing to doing in the first place. So that is not agreeing to things that I don't want to do. It's really thinking through before I say, oh yeah, that'd be great, rather than just defaulting to saying yes to all these things and then thinking, well, I hope I can get out of that later if I don't want to do it. It's already thinking through your boundaries and creating those up front and being conscious of what you are committing to, so that you know that when you are taking this action and you are looking at following through on all these things that you've laid out for yourself, you know that they're all things that you want to do that will make a positive difference to your life. So this is really about boundaries as well, boundaries with yourself and boundaries with other people, and making sure that you're not letting yourself off the hook also not letting other people off the hook in relation to you either.